Hello everyone, Comrade Snake here, bringing you turn 3 of the Dark Sands War of the War in North Africa. This is the turn Afrika Korps and actually the Italian 21st Corps are going to arrive, and the start of a Axis counterattack, especially after the lackluster performance by the British in turn 2. They're pretty vulnerable. They're going to pretty much have to pull back and start digging in to resist. So this turn, the Axis gets initiative. And that is going to be a big deal here. Now they also have the Rommel chip is now in play, so they can use that, which is similar-ish to the O'Connor one. Technically less powerful because it activates divisional formation rather than just all units. But the O'Connor chip never comes back, so that's fine. So that'll allow, say, the Afrika Korps, or potentially even I think the Italian 21st or whatever, to do a whole move and attack action as a group there. So that's cool. We're going to see panzers finally entering the battlefield, the German tanks, and they have some special rules for infiltration as well as tank shock. So the Allies need to be prepared to try to deal with that. With that initiative, the Axis are going to use their reinforcement chip because they need to get those units on the field as soon as possible, along with some of their assets. They get an artillery asset and I believe a air asset. Yeah. So we are going to use that for initiative to get those reinforcements, and we're going to drop them. Pretty much the only place that we really can is on the west map at Benghazi and El Alghira. Let's see. We also have two German garrison assets are getting added. That's nice. We'll add in the artillery asset once per. Oh, it's once per action segment, not even a. But okay, that's cool. Add in that air, which can be used in the west and the central. This is all good. Okay. So for placing these units, we have the HQ. And we'll put the HQ along with basically the fast and hard-hitting panzers and armored car units. I think we will drop them right on Benghazi, and then we can do, let's see, actually, do armored cars count for stacking? I don't remember that. They might have something special there. Let me just check that on the stacking rules for armored cars. Armored cars, only accident armored cars, they are not considered to be a panzer tank or infantry. They are types, otherwise they move and have combat normally. Okay, nothing there about that. Right. So it's 4 units, not including HQs and garrisons, no more than 3 divisions. Stack that hex. Right. The 4th unit must be battalion sized. Okay, but they don't have a special thing for it. Otherwise, yeah. Okay. And in that case, we'll also drop, I think, one of the MG teams on there. And over in El Ghani, we got the HQ, and then we can drop a few more units on there. Makes sense. Or yeah, we'll drop that. Get the thick boys on there. 4 thick boys with some tanks. Can I get stuff? I don't think they can go to Tobruk because there's units on there, British units, that is, Commonwealth units. At Benghazi, right. At Tobruk, if there are no yeah, so we can't do it there. Yeah. Entry area. So this is the entry area, so we don't have to actually, we can go here, and then we can drop the rest. So here, along with that MG team. Well, we'll drop them back here because we want to be on a on our basically path or roadway, so we can do an extended move. Yeah, so that'll be that, and then now we can go back to kind of the main action. Do I immediately want to play Rommel? I don't actually think so. I think we'll kind of chance it a little bit, even though I don't want to let the British dig in too much, but they're going to have to reposition to do that anyway, so we can have a little bit of time. So let's just draw a chit, see what we get. Okay, we got a half move or combat. Well, we're going to use that for the move. We're going to do a half move to start getting forward. I'm just gonna move these off camera. Okay, I just did a quick little move there. Next we're gonna go for next chit. Let's see, and what do we got? Oh, okay, we got the British move. All right, it's good because we can do 2 consecutive actions for there. So they're really just gonna have to pull back and start making a defensive line. So we want to also buy some time. We don't want to go too far back. We need to have some time. Maybe something like Gambut. Maybe something like that. No, we still got City Omar. We do something like this. That doesn't seem terrible there. We can pull back to here. 1, 2, back to City Reservig. We don't have any more garrisons to place. I think we could. I think we're allowed to. Are we allowed to move garrisons just whenever, or do we have to? Yeah, we can remove it, but we can't just. We can remove it, but we can't move it on the map. We'd have to just basically put it back in the asset box, which I don't think I'm going to do right now. Yeah, okay, move them up. I don't want to be in a spot where we can get flanked. So we need to kind of cover the whole desert area here. And then we can pull. They are projecting a zone of control there, so they wouldn't be able to skate around. Do we want to maybe go back to here and defend in the rough terrain? Doesn't seem like a bad idea there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, maybe 5. We go here first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 2, 5. Yeah, we'll pop them back here just to kind of add something there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We go up to here at 5. Maybe we should drop them here instead at Gambut for now. Yeah, kind of try to build up. Okay, we're gonna try to build up a defensive barrier there. That seems all right. Let's go next chip. Probably after this turn, it's gonna end up being a just kind of give you quick after action reports going forward rather than chip by chip. But for the first few turns, it's important. Okay, we drew the 21st Corps, so that should activate the let's see, does it say action is allows any 2 Italian formations in range of the 21st Corps to move and attack. Okay, all other units are allowed to move 1 hex or perform extended movement. Okay, so within range, let's see, its range is 2, so that basically hits these guys. All the other Italian units can move 1. Okay, 1 hex. It's not too bad. We'll move them here, I guess. Leave them there. The rest get their move, which I'm wondering if we should just do Maybe we should just do an extended move. We'll have to do double disruption, but it'll get us getting us into position. We can just card move them over maybe to here. Kind of cover the desert flank, or do I want them pushing up on the north flank? Maybe that would be preferable. Yeah, why don't we try moving them towards, we're gonna extend and move them up to, basically right up to Tobruk, I think is what we're gonna do there. The others will extend and move up to, I think just before El Adem. Okay, no. I'm gonna roll for disruptions. I don't roll for the whole, it's not the whole stack, it's each individual unit. Just to make sure. I have to do a lot of rules, like little things like this, because I get the general flow of the game, but certain things where I'm like, wait, I can't, I know I did this when I was playing off camera, but I don't remember if I, yeah, it's each unit. I don't remember if I did it right or when I was reading it, so I always gotta recheck. So, okay, it's going to be 2 rolls for each because extended move plus crossing a map boundary. So, they're fine. Take it. They are not fine. And them, they're fine. Make sure there's no confusion. I'm going to keep that unit on the bottom. Okay, I don't think the HQ doesn't roll because it's not a combat unit, but so I don't think it needs to worry about getting disrupted. I don't believe so. Okay, so let's go here. Fine. 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 Oh, okay. That was very, very lucky. Which space did I have them on? I'll put them on this one, I guess. I don't remember what space I had them on. Well, anyway, that was a pretty good extended move. So this is a bad situation now, definitely, for the British. Let's see, what's the next thing we got? Okay, and we got a move or combat. Well, we're going to use that as just an access move to get everybody forward into position here. So we can kind of start getting ready to fix units in place and get an attack going soon. I don't necessarily want to move that way. Oops, sorry. Well, I can move this guy up to reinforce this defensive position. I think what we'll do here, definitely just move these guys up in front of Tobruk. Do I want to use them to try to fix them in place, or kind of keep them, hold them back, and let Rommel move forward? You know what? I'm gonna do that. I do need to. There is something I should do here. So I'm gonna move them forward. There, and I'll put them here to help screen, along with that unit there. I'll get rid of that fortified box. So now we can kind of help lock them somewhat into place, and there's not going to be any weird flanking moves there. Move them forward to help cover that, so there's not going to be any craziness. So I wonder if you could potentially do something weird there. So let's actually put this guy, I think, over here, the wadi and the rough ground to give him some cover. So there's not going to be some strength craziness. I suppose there could theoretically still be a wide desert flank here. because it's 8 overland hexes on the center map for supply. Yeah, you could definitely do some. You can't do an extended move, but you could try some weird flanking stuff. So we'll have to think about that. But for now, the Brits aren't in a position to do that. Okay, and then we got the Afrika Korps. Let me see something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Oh, that's 5, excuse me. 5 movement points. And then 6, 7. All right, well, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10. Move the armored car up to here, which would end up with our stack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or no, they can't go 10, so they'll actually end up 9, 8. So it actually end up here. Okay. Get them in a position. These guys, I think, will actually just do an extended movement over to Bir Hashan. They fail, so they get disrupted. Everybody's nearly in position here to begin the attack. I think, okay, we have to take a British move next. Still haven't activated Rommel, so we're getting real close to getting to actually be able to do a blow. Let's see, what do we got? Nope. Can't use that one yet. I guess if we get a logistics, so I guess I don't know what's gonna happen there. Oh, can't use that. Let's keeping those out until proper chit. Let's see, okay, take the last, just took the last axis one out so we can get something that isn't a axis chip this time. What do we got? We got a logistics, okay. Now, in terms of supply, I believe everything here right now is actually going to be okay on the map. There's not any weirdness going on there, so we don't need to worry. Okay, putting the axis chips back in. And what we got? Afrika Korps. Okay. So the Afrika Korps chip, this is basically all the 15th 21st Panzer supplied unit and 1 Italian divisional formation in range of the Afrika Korps HQ are allowed to move and attack. The Afrika Korps HQ, I think, only has a range of 4. No, it's still only 2. So we're not, there is some benefit to having them near each other, which is kind of the other reason I wanted to have them there. But they're not there yet, so the Italians are not going to be able to do anything. The rest of them are able to move and attack if they're in range, which is really only sorry, it's all units of the 15th and 21st Panzer Corps. Okay, well, that's cool. Let's see, we have those panzers, and them. Machine gun. So all of the panzers and all the 21st Corps. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we can actually make it up there to hit them. Along with that, because they're the 21st. So basically, that's all the ones here that have the 21st on there. So that would be all these guys here are going to be able to make it up to hit the defending British. 8, 16, 20 against defensive 8. No other bonuses or anything, so that'd be a 2-to-1. 4 left over. We could deploy an air asset, but it wouldn't really help. So we'll just be hitting it at 2-to-1 there. But I believe we're gonna have tank or Panzer shock. Let's see. Let's see how to count. If there's anything else we can count up on the thing here. Let's see. Each allied. There's no allied tank steps. It is clear terrain. There's no fortified box, no fort, so there is no tank steps at all. So with that, the Panzer attack factors are actually doubled. So it's now 30, 16, 16, so 32 plus that, so 34. And they would lose an additional step. So there's 34. This is Panzer shock. So we have Panzer shock. So it's 34 plus. Oh, there is, by the way, there's a rule for some of these the other basic movement stuff that the Panzer units are allowed to basically do an extra move depending on the chip. But they were never in a position to do any of those right now. So like if they had done a move action, they can do a combat right after, just them. But anyway, that wasn't really a factor here yet. So they would be 32, defensive 8. So we're gonna end up hitting hard here on this. So this is what happens when you don't have defensive boxes at all. Yeah. Oof. All right. Let's get the chart out. So it's 34 divided by 8. It's, oh, excuse me. So it's going to be a 4 to 1. Let's roll a dice. Roll a die, rather. So we have 4 to 1 with the Commonwealth taking extra step losses. And shit, they rolled a 6. 6 on the 4 to 1. DE star. All defending units are eliminated. Attacker loses 1 step. Must be a Panzer or tank if possible. Okay. So not actually the absolute best result. I don't think we had any other DRMs. Panzer superiority, I think, only applies if it's. Does that only apply if it's tanks? Oh, okay, no. So we actually would get +2 DRM. Okay. So it's actually a roll of an 8, effectively, on the 4 to 1, which is. Okay, yeah, no, I was right. DE star, I'm sorry. I was doing it without talking out. Yeah, so that's actually not necessarily the best result, but it still works. But all these British units are eliminated. And with that, we advance. Now we would take 1 Panzer loss. However, we have Panzer resilience. So if a Panzer step, when attacking anyway, if the Panzer step has to take a the step when attacking with 1 Panzer step, the following modifications are made to the CRT list. So exchange, you can do, if you get an exchange, you can do a German 2-step unit can take a hit instead of the Panzer. And if it's a DE star, it's actually treated as a defender eliminated, so we don't have to worry about taking that hit. So it's just a pretty much punched a hole through, nothing else to write about. And with that, we're gonna move on there now to the next jet. What do we got? A half move or minus T1 combat. We're gonna probably have to take that half move and reposition now for the British. It's time to start backing up. This position's become untenable. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1. I think we're gonna back up here maybe to the rough ground there. That's we don't have a whole lot of what was I gonna say, movement points to play with, but 1, 2. We just kind of have to sack them, or we can do 1, 2, 3. We can actually use them to sack them. Move them back. One extra one to the rough ground here to help kind of get something going. Oof, this is rough. 1, 2, 3. We can't get them back very far. But we probably need to do something here. 1, 2, 3. 1. Oh, let's see, there's some on there. 1, 2, 3. I'll go 3 like this. Maybe that's preferable. Or maybe here. Couldn't cover the road. Oof, gosh, this is rough. Okay. Things not looking so hot for the British. All right, next ship pull. Half move and -1 combat. Okay, well, I get another half move. It's 2 consecutive actions, but something there. We're gonna lose some units when the reinforcement ships come. But we do get some tanks back, but we're gonna lose these Australians. Okay, you know what? We're gonna put them here. The Australians are gonna go away soon anyway, so let's actually, if we have to sack them, that's fine. Now that I think about it, it's probably better to actually just leave them to be sacked, which is a little gamey, but it's fine. They're a screening force. Then we can use the Coldstreams. We can use the screening force as well. Can kind of reconfigure defensive arrangement. We get a lot of forces coming into Bardia that we can use, so we actually probably should do something closer to getting a more complete defensive line elsewhere. But I don't know if I want to actually do that necessarily until the danger's passed. We may have to just do it now and get ready to just brace for impact. Yeah. Oops. This is probably awful positioning, but I'm gonna have to go for it and see what happens. Not an expert at this game, I will reiterate. Next chat, what do we got? Logistics again. Okay, well, that's going to be basically a non-event. Nothing's cut off or anything weird happening here. And we got German combat or move, or Axis combat or move. Well, pretty much we'll take the move, and that'll allow our panzers to push forward too very soon. We'll move this MG team up slightly. Same for them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. MG's up into there as well. So we move forward there, which they'll be able to do a panzer attack. Now I think we can move them up. And get rid of that box. Allow the Italians to move. There. Okay, up there. These Italians will move forward. I don't know, they can't move all the way up there. We'll start moving along the coast, and I'll keep those tanks there while the infantry move along the coast. Kind of cover the area. Yeah. Okay. Keep the HQs in range. It's a little getting a little busy over here, but you know, that's the way it is. Panzers will be attacking into there as part of their special panzer action. Still have Rommel's chip, by the way, which we may have to use here soon. Let's just take the roll, just because it's going to end up being with a +2 as well. So that's a going to be a rule of a 4 on 16 plus, I mean, it's going to be like the 6 to 1, I think. Okay, we got the exchange, regardless. Exchange, we can take the hit. Well, there was no other units, unfortunately, so actually, since it was part of that special panzer attack, so we are going to have to still take the hit, the strength point loss on the panzer. Or, sorry, with exchange, it's attacker was equal number of steps and the defender's eliminated, so it's actually 2 hits. So we're going to have to take 2 hits on the panzers. Well, that's actually quite unfortunate, but oh well. That blunts the tip of the spear slightly. All right, let's see what else. Getting very down to chips now. And we got, what do we got? Oh, we got the, okay, reinforcements. Okay. So, the Aussie troop is gone. He is going to be, does he come back? I don't know if he comes back. Doesn't look like it. I think he's just gone. He's just gone. The other 2 were eliminated and they're gone and they don't matter anymore anyway for that reason. But we got 3 different Australian units coming in, along with some tanks and a bit of mobile infantry, motorized infantry that are not particularly good, but hey, it's something. Okay. So what I think we're gonna want to do, we need to drop them in Bardia. I think what we'll do is put the 2 Australians and 2 of the armor in, where's that? Oh, wait, no, they have the Italians. So we can't do all of them, but we'll drop 1 armor and 2 of the Australian units in Bardia. And the others will drop in Mursa Matra. Well, hopefully that'll get something going. Okay. Next up, we've got just a couple more chips left. What's the next one gonna be? Or do we want to activate Rommel now? I mean, the reinforcements already arrived. But we do kind of, yeah, we're gonna activate Rommel. Probably should have done it before the other draw, just to really capitalize on the whole. But that was my own fault for not doing so. So we're gonna advance everybody forward. Getting ready to really hit them hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Get them up forward. All of them up forward. Attack into there. Garrisons don't have zone of control. 1, 2. Yeah, still need to clear that out. Just kind of move them up, just to kind of fill in the gap in the flank. Same for them, just to get ready. Yeah, okay. This would be a pretty straightforward one. Not even rough terrain. No, nothing going on. It's just 2 against 2. Yeah, they're hitting them at the 6 to 1. 4 exchange. That's only one step. So 1 step eliminated. It's not a replaceable unit. And we gotta take 1 hit on a unit. We'll take it on this guy. And then we'll advance. Down here, I mean, not a whole lot to say about it. Yeah, at 6. Once again, it's gonna be only on the 3. Exchange. Here's an eliminated. 1 step. Oh, shoot, I forgot I have to take it on tanks if possible. So shooting that one guy. That guy took it on tanks. These guys are eliminated. That's a shame, but hey, happens. And we'll advance. Can actually put in everybody, I think, here. Yep. Advance everybody into there. And then over here, we are on rough ground, which actually is 1 AT factor. So there's not going to be Panzer superiority, just because of the fact that there's even 1. But there will still be a +1, because there's 2 Panzer. There's 1 AT factor and 2 Panzer steps. So still a +1 in the DRM, but no double of the other things. We have 8, 10, 12 against, let's see, we got 4, 7, 11. Ooh, this is actually not a great attack. Oh, maybe we don't want to do that combat. Ooh. Let's see, even with the +1 DRM, we're fighting at a 1 to 2. So we have to roll like 5 to get a good result. Yeah, I don't think I actually want to do that attack then. Ooh, okay. That is not nearly as solid as I thought. Okay, well, made a mistake. There's the axis there. Okay. That's my own fault. That head-on assault is a bad idea. Without Panzer superiority, that's just oof. Okay. Well then, let's just go to next chit. -1 combat or half move. I think we're gonna have to take the half move and try to get guys in position. More so, anyway. 1, 2. So we can get, oops, these guys up. Yeah. Move them forward. 1, 2, 3. Something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. The ridge line means there's no zone of control there. So they're gonna have to move forward. Ooh, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is actually not nearly as strong of a position for the Axis as I initially believed. They actually are gonna need to do some real shuffling around. Shoot, okay. Let's move back. Keep a zone of control going. In fact, I actually don't want to move them up as far because that could be dangerous. Keep one area to come through. Wow, okay. Yeah, this is, that does, you really do have to fight in the desert, like, for sure. Ooh, I was not really grasping that part of this, playing the compass scenario a few times. Okay, next up we just got the British move. Honestly, I think they're just gonna kind of dig in, because that seems like a good move to do right now. Maybe move a couple units out. Yeah, could maybe use a couple units out to Fort Capuzzo to help kind of bolster that. Oof, wow, okay. This is a lot more dicey than I would have thought, especially, I mean, the British could have used acids too, I think. Oof, all right, well, let's get on past to the attrition segment. Nothing happens there. No instant victory. Building segment, the only thing we have is the railroad. So do roll. Ooh, 6. That's good. That's an advance of 3 since it's over there, and it's gonna go 1, 2, 3. So it's now officially on the center map. So we can really start pushing forward. Oops. With that railroad. That'll be good. Can help the extended movement of units coming in. Oh, I forgot to move the guys that were at Mersa Matura. So they will actually extended move. So I can actually maybe put that unit back for here. We can extended move them. I think we can do it all the way to probably just City Omar, since we didn't have any have to worry about Germans coming, and it doesn't. This disrupted check is happening now to remove all that, so I'm not going to bother with dealing with that stuff there. Okay. So I think that's going to be that. Asset availability. Flip all the assets back. And with that, I think we are done, and we go to, we're going to be advancing to turn 4. Well, now, that is with the Axis, I think, maintaining initiative with the last 2, I think. I'll double check that before. But that was a very long one, and that was turn 3. And I'm sure I made tons of tactical mistakes so far, but it's been kind of intriguing. So we'll see how this keeps going, because we're going to have a lot more Axis forces coming in as well. Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized several British units, other more British units were supposed to leave. I was so caught up in thinking about the Australians, I actually didn't even look to see other guys that need to leave, if they haven't been eliminated, that is. Let's see here. So 2370. So the 2370 are indeed gone. Okay. Those are the guys that just came in. Those guys that just came in? Yeah, 7th SG Guards, they're fine. Some of this is units that have already been eliminated, so they are, I'll put them up over here, just to make sure that all the bases are covered. 3rd Indian are just gone right now. They can be rebuilt. I'm missing 1670 and 1470. Where are those? Oh, there's 1470. 1670. Oh, that's them. Shoot. Okay. Well, good thing I moved those guys over there. Yeah, they would have been gone. Crap. Oh, that would have changed the math on this, wouldn't it have been, of that attack? Oh well, that's fine. Yeah, okay, I messed that up, but that's okay. I think it's gonna still kind of be an interesting situation to dance around. We'll go from there. I'm not gonna redo that. It'd be crazy. Sorry about that, but well, this would still be interesting. So I will catch you next time in turn 4, and have a good one.